Yeah. What are we just drilling a big line? Slushy. Well, what we're actually doing is looking for a weed edge right now. And we have no weeds here. And I am pretty new to this, but what Cody's gonna do is just drill until we find this little edge. And still no weeds right here. And a lot of times your weeds, you know, obviously any kind of big mark off the bottom. And wall of weeds. So we got weeds almost to the surface right here. So what, we just like right here, you want to be like right on it?
We don't want to be right up in the weeds itself, but
right on the edge.
Right on that edge is definitely key, no matter what you're targeting. Panfish, walleyes, pike.
And today we're doing something very different on an incredibly cold day. What is going on, guys? Today we are back with another video. It is myself. We got Cody. We have some interesting tools out here, Cody.
We do.
We're
not walleye fishing either.
We have a big. We better not be walleye fishing. We got a big, huge saw, and a what do they call this? What's the trendy name for it?
Spear.
What's the people call it? Something else.
Oh, a trident.
A trident? I thought it was like a number.
No,
like the 7-tine.
Oh,
I always hear 7-tine.
Yeah.
And we are gonna be spearing some pike. Well, hopefully spearing some pike. Cody's been asking me to do this now for like weeks and weeks, ever since walleye fishing got slow. So here we are today, up in northern Minnesota, where yes, it is legal to spear pike. We're on a lake that's absolutely infested with pike, and we're gonna target probably a bunch of these just nice eater-sized ones, right?
We're gonna look for more of those eater-sized fish. You know, it's better to get, you know, those size fish out of the system just due to the fact there's so many of them that are 22 to like 28. So
yeah,
we can focus on those fish, you know, maybe not harvest all these big fish that come in, or if big fish come in. And yeah, you know, help out the lake, have some fun doing it, and just watch life swim underneath us.
Yeah, that's the part I'm most excited about. I don't know how this audio is, because as you could tell, we got off Winnebagosh yesterday in a 47-mile-an-hour wind. It's doing the same thing today, but we're on a much smaller lake. And yeah, but the hope is to spear a bunch of these smaller eater pike on a small little weedy panfish lake that's infested with them. So stay tuned. We're going to get inside the otter. We got a little bit of hole drilling to drill, set the otter up in this huge long process. But when we get all that stuff done, we'll see you guys inside. And I'm just excited to watch fish swim by. So stay tuned. We'll see what's going on. In the shack. Cody, tell me what on earth is going on in here.
So we got our chairs and everything set up on one side. You know, for filming it, like scenario, you know, having the chairs on one side so I could have the camera on both of us. Usually, you know, I like to set up, you know, opposite sides, that way people can see up underneath. You know, if there's a fish coming underneath Tom, or if Tom could see a fish coming underneath me. Then we're running, you know, our baits. So we have a stationary one that is right to basically your fiberglass rods on just a little rattle reel. And this is going to be one that's going to move around.
And these things are like hundreds of dollars, right?
Yeah, some of them, you know, definitely are hundreds of dollars. You can, you know, get set up pike spearing fairly inexpensive. You can find, you know, decoys as cheap as...
Leave that thing up pop again. Maybe send them down there and show the folks what this thing looks like. Now, obviously, it's got a super sick paint job. Look at that nice slow fall, then you pop it, and it kind of glides around in a big circle.
So this is a custom one here. Kind of like musky baits, you know, your custom baits are going to be more high-end costing, but quality of them is definitely key. You know, especially if you're fishing more or spearing more of like your pressured areas. It definitely seems to help having that realism.
It looks cool. And then we obviously got a live sucker with some kind of basically harness with no hook on it. And I believe just a little weight on there is all that's on the bottom with a little spinner blade. And then I'm sure the concept is obviously between big slow moving artificial thing and big flashy minnow that a ton of pike come in. So basically we got three cameras going. We'll try to use this one to get as many cool shots of those fish coming in as we can. We got a GoPro mounted to the ceiling where hopefully you guys will be able to kind of watch these fish, watch the spear throw. I have never done this before in my life, so this is like, I'm not even sure what's really gonna happen. And then obviously the main camera kind of capturing whatever we're doing. So that's kind of the hope here. And now that it took an eternity to get all this stuff set up and holes drilled, slush cleaned out and everything like that, we hope that a few pike wander into the hole, and Cody's definitely gonna be up first. I just want to see how the whole filming thing goes, how the fish come in and stuff like that. And we're allowed 2 fish each out here, so hopefully Cody will spear 2 decent pike, and then I'll spear 2 decent pike if we're lucky. So stay tuned, should be kind of cool. Cody says normally once you get the stuff down there and start yanking it around, it's not too long, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, my man. You got him?
We got him.
Number 1.
Number 1, about 5 minutes in.
I like it. I like it. There we go. It took like no time at all. The guy is on him. And a lot of these lakes, like we mentioned, are just loaded.
With these, this is not, a terrible pike. Good eating size pike there. About a 23 incher, I'd say.
Yeah.
Plenty of meat on them. If you like pickling fish, you like, fried fish.
And we'll do a little bit of that later on. But like we talked about, a lot of these lakes are just loaded.
Yeah, this is actually the second fish that we had come in here.
Yeah, second fish right away.
He's been caught before.
Why don't you grab him?
He's a little too deep.
You ever grab one?
No,
is that
I've
illegal?
thought about it.
There he goes. Well, we're seeing a lot of pike down there. And we're just kind of looking for some of the nicer ones to swim through. Some of those ones that got a little bit of meat on them.
Oh, dang, he just did a bluegill or something. Coming back around. Yes, can you see him? Oh yeah.
We have 2 pike in the hole. There's another one right here. And we got a large one right there.
Got him. Got him. We got him.
Tommy's up.
There we go. He's a nice fat one.
Yeah. Big thing is, don't just rip these fish up. Take it nice and slow.
Oh, he's coming up. Double spear. Let's see that guy. Dude, look at that bluegill in there. Get him off. There we go. Oh, Cody got it done. Look at this bluegill in here.
Oh my gosh.
Feels like he ate a cell phone. There we go. Pike number 2. Not super big, but a lot of these good, just ones that you want to get out of the lake anyways. A lot of these smaller lakes are just infested with pike this size. And we're either gonna pick them up or fry it. Which one are we doing tonight?
Doesn't matter.
One of the two. There we go. Pike number 2. Cody's 2 for 2. And that one required a double spear, but we'll take them.
We actually had 3 different fish in the hole at once there.
I don't know how much of this we're filming, but we had a bunch of largemouth come in. And a bunch of largemouth, some little minnows, and some nice pike coming in now. I think I got him. I got him. I got one. That was kind of a quick ordeal. You know, he's not probably going to be the biggest pike I've ever caught. Look at that, Cody. I did it. I got one, my first toss with the old spear.
Right in the head.
Look at this. We'll get you guys some light going on here real quick. That guy happened quick, didn't it?
It happened really quick.
There we go. My first pike on the spear, a nice little pickling or frying upsized one. He was not going to get off. Oh, we'll see if we can get him off here. Wait. Ready, Cody? Ready?
Get the spear like vertical.
I think I can get him. Are you filming?
Rolling.
Got him! Got him! Cody said you gotta have the spear vertical. I said, only if you're an amateur pike spear. So here we go. Here's my second pike. Also not very big, but I'll tell you what, it is a blast coming out and doing this. And the coolest part is just watching them come in. You guys might be saying like, oh, those pike are small. Well, these are exactly the size that you probably want to be spearing for the most part. We don't need to come out here and just look for these bigger fish that you want to have in the lake. But a lot of times just coming out here and getting a bunch of these little picklers, little quick ones to either turn into fish tacos or something like that, are the perfect pike. There we go. There's our pile of pike, Cody. What do you think? Are you impressed with that toss or what?
Impressive toss.
This is Aaron Rodgers' right arm right here. Just a spear chucking machine.
I'm an Indian outlaw!
Heck yeah, dude.
As big as it is. All right, well, the otter is collapsed and loaded up. Now, one of the most important things you can do when you put a huge hole in the ice, fill it in and mark it, right?
Absolutely. We want to make sure we're doing this every single time. Don't leave any of these ice chunks out where someone on a snowmobile is going to hit them. That's super crucial, and then it just makes it safer. The ice is going to freeze that much quicker.
Yeah, and at whatever degrees below zero it is today, it's going to go pretty quick for this thing to freeze back over. But anytime you're drilling a hole this big, obviously safety is super important. Then obviously equally as important is marking your spot, and with a big piece of stick or something like this is pretty common, right? That's pretty much what everybody does.
Yeah, that's basically what everyone does.
Like I said, I've never done this before, but Cody has done it many times.
A lot of times we'll take and throw a lot of this slush in there.
Just to
off from the hole from the get-go.
Just to freeze it quick.
Help it freeze up a little quicker.
When you're done, you are left with a boneless pike fillet. And Cody's just quartering them up like that because I think we're actually going to put these ones in some tacos tonight with Shelby. So yeah, I mean, pike, honestly, this good, this size and in cool water, equally as good as a walleye.
Absolutely. Just getting rid of that Y bone is super crucial. Not picking bones out of your meat or out of your dinner. So kind of go over the process. You guys can see kind of hear it maybe. They have the Y bone here. It kind of runs just on the top side of that lateral line. And if you run your fingers over that fillet, you'll feel them poking you. So we have the back towards us. We're gonna come in, make a little incision there. Basically run it down. And what those Y bones are gonna do, so they're poking up like this, they're gonna come down and angle. So we're gonna basically follow those bones out. And we're just kind of riding that knife right along the top side of them. Not cutting into them because we don't want any bones in our meat. Just riding that knife right along. See, we got them there. Now we're going to come on the south side of that lateral line, kind of angle it, fall on the opposite side of that. Get rid of a little bit of that there. There we go. Y bones are out.
And there you're left with just a beautiful fillet right there, which will be turned into tacos later. Great use for a lot of these pike, and a fun way to do it in the winter when you go out and spear them in these lakes that are just infested with them. Alright guys, well that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. You guys definitely did not see this one coming. You did not think I'd be out spearing pike today. Cody does this all the time, and you know, guides for it and stuff. So I'll go ahead and link all his information down below if you guys want to spear some pike in northern Minnesota or something like that. But definitely pretty cool. The coolest part is probably watching the fish come in, I would say.
Yeah, just watching life swim underneath you is one of the coolest things about sitting over a spear hole.
Definitely, and yeah, the fish getting to clean a few and eat a few, which we're gonna go do tonight with Shelby, is kind of the bonus. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this video. Any last words?
Have a great day, guys. Make sure to like this guy's page, follow it, subscribe it, whatever it is.
All that good stuff. We're slowly creeping up on 100,000. I know this ice fishing season's been a little bit slow for content, but very soon we'll be back in the boat, cranking it out at a very high rate of speed. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys are not yet, please subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you next time.